Now, if you're a proud shop owner, then you're in for a treat, because Bloxy has some fantastic tricks up its sleeve to elevate your store game. A good chunk of these game changers are WooCommerce related, so let's roll up our sleeves and see what Bloxy has in store for your online shop. But before we dive in, let's take a look at what is Bloxy. If you don't know, then it's one of the best WordPress themes out there. Currently it has more than 100,000 active installations, and it has been my go-to theme for the last couple of years. As you see, approximately 800 5-star ratings. Awesome theme. It has a free version and it also has a pro version. Most of the WooCommerce features I'm going to show you today are in the pro version. So the pricing for the pro version currently is $69 per year for one site license, $99 for 10 sites license, and $149 for unlimited licenses. There's also a lifetime deal. Now pay attention that those are the official prices. But if you take a look at the description of this video, then there is a nice 10% discount coupon for you. Just follow the link and grab the discount. Now when the money talk is out of the way, let's take a look at the WooCommerce features Bloxy has. And there is a lot to cover. For example, messages, customization options. You can customize all the colors for the messages. Star ratings, the same. Quantity input. I'm gonna open up a product here. As you see, there is a type 1 and type 2 with a plus icon. I can design it here. Usually I like the type 1 more, therefore I'm gonna leave it as it is. Next one, product badges. There are new options here. You can add sale badge here and choose the type. Next you can choose where to show the sale badge, archive or single pages, and value, whether it's just a random text or custom that displayed percentage. Next one is out of stock badge, and you can choose whether to display it on archive or single pages, but the badge is sold out. New badge is the one you see here, this one, new. You can choose label duration, so it's 31 days for me. If the product has been added in between last 31 days, this badge is displayed. If it's older, then no new badge over here. Next is featured badge. That is if I set my product to be featured, this gift card or this grouped large product, or I'm gonna add this one here. Then this hot badge is displayed. I can change the text here. If I open up the single product page, you'll see the badges here. And under the design, you can customize the colors for those badges. Next is account page. Let's go to the account page. Account page options. There is a avatar, this one here, avatar size, whether to display the usernames, and navigation quick links, the account and logout here. And design, navigation shadow, text color, background color, and nothing else here. Checkout page. This is a checkout page. I can activate whether to display the coupon form, product image, this one here, quantity input. I can highlight the required fields, and I can set whether the company address or phone fields are optional or required or hidden. I can set privacy policy and terms and conditions page. Now if I go to the cart page, there is a new addition here, quantity auto update. By default, WooCommerce has a button here, update totals or update cart, but Bloxy has an option, auto update, if I change a quantity. I can deactivate the coupon form if needed. Next we have size guides here, whether to display them as modals or side panel. So what is a size guide? This is a button down below here. And if I go to the products, there is a size guide menu. Let's create one. Add a title. Let's create a table. Now let's open up page settings, add conditions, display those for accessories. So all products in the accessories category will see this specific size guide. I'm going to save it, publish it. And now I'm going to open up accessories. Let's open up this product. There is a size guide and this is a table here. I can display it as modal or side panel. Let's see what the side panel does. Well, there you go. Okay, back to the modal and to the quick view. What is a quick view is this icon here. If you click on it, then the quick view appears and you can customize what is a trigger for it, whether it's button like the one I clicked a second ago, whether it's a product image or the whole cart. You can set the modal width, product navigation, you'll see those arrows here. Let's display it here. So, navigation, you can scroll through the products really easy. Image ratio and some design options. This is a quick view. Next we have a wish list, and wish list as a separate element. Up here you can customize it and you can choose whether to display the wish list to all users or only for logged in users. Set the wish list page. You can add the specific product variations to the wish list, add the share box, display the sharing networks and some design options. And if you add it to the site, then it's here and it's here for the archives. Next we have is compare, and this also has a separate element, this one here. For the comparison table, you have an option to select whether to display it on a separate page like I do or to display it in the modal. If it's a page, then select the page and you can set the table fields you would like to display on the comparison table. Just activate or deactivate them or rearrange as you like. There is also a compare bar, this one here. If you're adding affiliate links to the products, then you can choose whether to add the link to the product image, title, whether to open link in a new tab if clicked on a button, and the same with the single products. Advanced reviews allows you to display the average score for the product rating, add the titles for the reviews. You can allow image upload for the users when they're leaving a review, and also you can activate the voting. I don't use reviews on my site, but if I would, then this would be handy here. Next one is free shipping. I'm going to show you what will it do for you. I'm going to display it on the cart page, checkout page, and in a mini cart. Mini cart is the one here. But before I talk about the free shipping, I'm going to open up the mini cart option and I'm going to choose another one. As you see, I have drop down, but I like the off canvas option more. And if I click now here, then this is off canvas option and this is a free shipping displayed here. For the cart drawer, you can set whether to automatically open it on product pages and archive pages. What does it mean is if I add product to the cart, then this drawer opens. I can change the information here if needed and I can even delete it. And once again, this one here is a shipping bar. Now let's take a look at the shipping bar and see what goes on with it. And now you'll see there is a add 100 euros more to get free shipping. This is the amount here, but I can change the calculation method. If I have a free shipping added in WooCommerce and it's for 200 euros, then this information will be taken over there. I added the custom and there it is. Discount calculation, include or exclude, default message, success message, and design options. And this here is a free shipping bar. Next is variation swatches. What are the variation swatches? Those options here. Instead of displaying them as drop downs as WooCommerce does by default, I can add my own variation swatches. I'm going to go to the attributes. If I add a new attribute, for example, demo, then I can choose swatch type, whether it's button, select, color, or image. If it's color, then if I add attributes, for example, XS, I can choose a color here. I can also add images or display them as buttons. Button is this type here. Under the settings, I can choose the swatch shape, whether it's round or square. I like the round more. Swatch size, if you display them in the widgets, then widget swatch size, archive card swatch size, the same settings for the image swatches and button swatches, and some design options. One less plugin for you to have, because variation swatches are built in right now for the Bloxy team. And last one under the general is store notice. You can add a notification for users. At the moment it's down below here. I can also set it to the top, change the message, design, and if needed, deactivate it. Next we have here product archives, that is the shop page. Once again, page title, I can copy it from the blog as we did before, but I'm not going to do that. I can customize it as I like, as before, the same settings here. Under the shop settings, I can choose the layout type, whether it's type 1, this one here. As you see, price is up here and actions are down below here. Next one is type 2, price is here, actions are here. And there is also a new type 3 version now, which means if you hover on the image, you'll see the actions here. I'm going to set it to type 2. Next, I can set up how many columns I would like to display and how many rows. 10 rows, 4 columns, up to 40 products per page. Card options, similar to the blog post options, you can drag and drop and rearrange the information. For example, let's move swatches and rating place. I can deactivate or activate elements here. Every element has their own options. Once again, swatches, bottom spacing between this element and the next one. Brands, I probably forget to mention, but Bloxy has a brands taxonomy built in. Just go to the products, brands, and add your own brands like I did here. You can add a logo for every brand, and in order to activate it, go to the shop extra settings and activate product brands. Then it will be added here. And if it's activated and you created brands, then you can display them here. The logo you see for this product is a brand logo I added. You can change the logo size here. Some additional actions, wishlist button, this one, compare button, this one. You can activate or deactivate for the archive pages. And design options are always the same. Next on page element, filter canvas. If I deactivate it, then no filters are displayed. If I activate it, though, then I have an option to display filters here. Filter panel columns 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 columns. Whether to display it like I have here, or I can display it also on a separate off-canvas sidebar. I like this type 2 more, therefore I'm going to activate this, and since I want them to be displayed all the time, I'm going to activate filters area always open, but I can also deactivate it, and then user has to click on the filter button and it appears. I'm going to leave it open all the time. Next is filter icon, button visibility, filter text, and now let's go to the appearance widgets, and there is a WooCommerce filter canvas here. If I open it up, then you'll see all the filters I have added. There is nothing complicated, just add a shop filters widget or block, and if you click on it, you'll see the options. I want to filter by attributes or brands even maybe. Yeah, let's add brand. Display type, whether it's list like the one here or inline. I like this one more. Image aspect ratio, image max width, whether I allow multiple selections, display label, show counter, show image frame. I don't like it. Show reset button or exclude some specific brands. And you can add all sorts of attributes or categories here in a similar way. And now if I activate it and update it, refresh the page, you'll see this is the one I added here, and it works like a charm. I can filter everything. There is active filters. I can reset filters, and let's do it once again. Now this active filters, you can customize it here, active filters, whether to display active filters or not, and there's a label for it. And if you need to delete it, then just delete it, update it, and done. Back to the settings, there is a result count, this one here, product sorting, this one here, sidebar if needed. If you activate it, then you can choose whether it's on right or on the left. I'm gonna deactivate it here. Next is pagination, and pagination is the one displayed down below here. If I open it up, I can choose a type, whether it's standard, like the one you see here. Next, previews, like this one here. Load more, adds a button here. If I click on it, it loads more products. And infinite scroll. If you scroll down, then the products will be loaded. I'm gonna leave it as standard. Now, one more thing I would like to display. As you see, if I edit an element, for example, this product grid, if I click on it, the settings will be opened. The same with this one here, this element here, footer, and so on and so forth. Makes editing your site much easier. Now we covered product archives. There is one last thing, Ajax filtering. Whether you would like to page reload or use Ajax, I like the Ajax more. There is also a default product catalog options, whether to display the products on the shop page, categories or products, category display, the same options, and sorting options. Well, if you thought is that all there is for WooCommerce, then you're in for a pleasant surprise, my friend. We're just getting started because now it's time to dive into the fascinating world of the single product features. Back to the WooCommerce settings. Let's open up the single product. I'm going to open up a product here. As always, there is an option to copy the options. I'm not going to do that. And I'm not going to customize single product title, but the logic is the same as before. Now, page structure. Narrow width, normal width, left sidebar, right sidebar. I have normal width here. Content area style, wide, vertical spacing. And now let's take a look at the page elements. First, it's product gallery, and Bloxy has 4 built-in gallery options. Type 1 is the one you see here. Type 2, this one here, with the thumbnails down below. Type 3, this one here. And type 4. You can change number of columns. I have 3 images. I'm going to change it. Ratio, predefined, and this way you can customize it. But I'm going to leave the type 1 activated at the moment. Now I can change gallery width. I'm going to set it to 35%. Thumbnail spacing down below here. Thumbnail position, horizontal or vertical. Like here, image ratio, I'm going to set it to original. Whether to open the lightbox, disable zoom effect, and sticky gallery. As you see, if I scroll down, this gallery is sticky over here. And next is gallery arrows visibility. I'm going to add it also for the mobiles, and thumbnail arrows also for the mobiles. Under the design, you can change the gallery colors. Next we have product elements, and oh boy, there are a lot of those here. I can add all sorts of stuff. Title, this one, price, star ratings, short description, I can disable it. I can add a countdown box with a title, hurry up, the sales ends in, and there will be a time. You can change this title here. Now the question is, what is a countdown box? Let's take a look. If I have a scheduled sale price and I open up the product, then you'll see this timer here. Hurry up, the sale ends in days, hours, minutes, or seconds. And you can choose a place where to display it or deactivate it. Next is the divider. So I can clone them, add to cart button, additional actions. And the additional actions are those wish list, compare and size guide here. Whether to display them as a button or as link. I have a button selected. I can rearrange them if needed or change it back. Next I can add payment methods. As you see, there is a title guaranteed safe checkout. This one here. I can add predefined methods, or I can add a custom method like I have done, 3 of those here. Just add my own icon and it's displayed here. Next is additional info. Those are the extra features you see here. Title extra features, and now I can add whatever I like here. I can source, default or custom, add the title, clone it or delete it, add some spacing between this and next element. I added a divider here. Now I can add content blocks as I did before, whatever content block I would like to add here. At the moment I added this product block, and if I want to change it I can just select it here, or I can deactivate it. Next I have brands here. This product doesn't have any brand, but if I add a brand to this product and update it, if I take a look at the product now, then there is a brand logo. I can change the logo size and some spacing. Next is product meta information, share box and shipping bar. I'm gonna drag it below the add to cart button, and now it's here. Next is whether to display variations inline like I do or this way, and whether to add a sticky container. Under design you can change fonts and all colors for the prices, quantities and so on and so forth. For example, I have a quantity color gray here. Let's add this one and change it. One more thing. If there is an add to cart button, I can change the button width, for example 100% or 40%. Next is floating cart. This is the one you see here with the select options. If I scroll down and there is a no add to cart button, then I can see this one here. Let's take a look at this product. Scroll down and it appears. Position, whether it's top or bottom. Under the design you can choose a background as you like. Product tabs is this part of the product here. If you activate custom tabs module, then under the products you'll see product tabs menu, and you can create your own tabs. For example, this product is elephant chair. I'm gonna add a tab title, text, and now let's add some conditions. Tab order, I'm gonna set it to 90. That is, I want it to be the last one here. And add some conditions. I'm gonna display this only for specific product, that is elephant chair. Save conditions, publish, and you'll see this is a tab. If I open up any other product, then no custom tab with this name is added. Awesome, isn't it? Now, if I open up the tab settings, I can choose between 4 tab types. This one is tab type 2. This is type 1. There is also type 3. And based on the tab type you choose, you'll see different settings. This one here is a accordion type, as you see. Accordion, whether it's first tab expanded or not. I'm going to close it, and now the tabs are closed and you can open up like this. And there is also type 4, which looks like this one here. Now take a look at this option. I'm going to activate the accordion, this one here, and I'm going to place the tabs under the summary. Awesome. Just to display what happened, I'm going to publish it, refresh it, and you'll see gallery, product summary, additional information, and other information added as tabs. There are not too many themes that allow you to do that. So what else do we have here? Description, heading, and product brand tab. If you would like to display the brand information in a separate tab, then you can also activate it here. And some design options. Next one, we have related and upsells. What does it mean? Related products, and if I would have any upsell products, then they would appear here. I can select whether it's default type or a slider. I can choose whether to autoplay the slider and how many products I would like to be visible. For example, 2. And now there is a slider like the one you see here. How many products I would like to display in this slider. You can set the number as you like. There is also a related products visibility and upsell products visibility. Next one is Ajax, add to cart. What will it do? If I click here, then it will add product to the cart without the need to refresh the page. Okay, so let's publish it and let's go back. Nope, we're not done with the WooCommerce related features yet. There are some more cool tricks up my sleeve that I would like to share with you before we call it a day. I'm not done with the WooCommerce options yet because I'm gonna go back here and I'm gonna open up a product. But before I do that, I'm gonna point out that there is a custom thank you pages module. What will it do? Under the marketing, there is a thank you pages. I have created one. Now if I click on add new, give it the title, elephant thank you page. Next, I'm gonna add some modules here. And if I scroll down, there is a Blocksy section. There is a order details block. I'm gonna click on it and it appears here. I can activate or deactivate some sections. For example, order details will be activated, other ones will be deactivated. Next, I'm gonna add some random information here. Now I'm gonna add a row with 2 columns, and in the first column I'm gonna add order review, and in the second one I'm gonna add customer details. Publish, and under the Bloxy settings I can choose the conditions for this thank you page. But at the moment I'm gonna leave it as it is, because I'm gonna go to the products, all products. I'm gonna open this product, and there's a thank you page option here. I'm gonna choose this one. Update it, view the product, add it to the cart, go to the checkout, place the order, and there you go, my custom thank you page for this product. Now a couple of other things. Let's open up this product here. If I scroll down, you'll see there is a video icon here. If I click on it, I can upload my video or use YouTube video or Vimeo video. So I'm gonna grab this URL for this random video from the YouTube, add it here, and now I can choose whether to autoplay the video, loop the video, or display the simplified player. Yes, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna save it, close it down, update it, and if I open up the product, as you see there is a video icon. If I click on it, it will display it. Also, if I go to the shop page, the same happens here. Next thing I would like to display is that if you have a variable product, like the one I have here, if you open up variations, there is a variation gallery option here. What is a gallery source, default or custom? I choose custom and add edit gallery images. So I'm gonna add those 4 images for this variation, and I'm gonna do the same with the other one, those 4 images here. Insert. Now if I update it and view the product, you'll see images for this variation and other images for the other variation. I'm gonna go back to the single product gallery, set it thumbnail position to horizontal, publish, refresh the page, and now it's a bit more understandable what's going on here. Images for this variation and images for other variation. Couple of other WooCommerce related things I would like to talk about. First is the search by SKU. What does it mean? So let's go to the search element on the header. I'm going to choose icon size, label text, placeholder text, search for products, live results, live result images, display product price, and if needed also product status. Search through criteria is products only. I'm going to disable other stuff. Under the design I can change the color, publish, and now let's see. If I refresh the page, let's see, do we have any SKU? This one here. For example, I'm going to search for this SKU, and as you see, live result is here. I can click on it and it opens up. Now if I go back to the customizer, there is also a search box option here. I'm going to drag it up here and I can change the placeholder text, input height, live results options, and basically the same. But I can also add a taxonomy filter here. What is a taxonomy filter? Well, this one here. All the product categories I have. And under the design, once again, you can customize it as you like. I'm going to delete it. And this concludes the WooCommerce part. What I write it was, and that was just the tip of the iceberg with Bloxy. Now, if you find this helpful, then give it a thumbs up and subscribe for this channel for more exciting content. And also let me know in the comments what are the most exciting features you like from the Bloxy version 2. Now, as you probably noticed, I've created a bunch of Bloxy related videos, and one of those is on the screen right now. In the meantime, stay safe and take care.